If you want to have a one-on-one call with me, check the description. Basketball. The beautiful sport that we all watch, love, and most important, play. But when you play a casual or competitive game of basketball, your shooting skills are worse than you want them to be, right? You want to be a better shooter. You want to hit more shots. You want to make more points. If you say yes to that, this video is for you. In this video, you are going to learn the step-by-step of how to shoot better. I made this video focusing in somebody that never had watched a self-improvement shooting video. In other words, for a beginner. So, I will explain all the basic terminologies that you need to know, like what exactly is a jump shot, what is a mechanic, what is a shooting form, and explain not only the method that the best player use to improve their shooting skills, but also important knowledge of all the things that you need to know to become a better shooter being a beginner. So grab a pencil and a paper to write down the things that you find useful in this video. Relax, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. The first thing that you need to know is there are two ways to become a better shooter. The first one is, try to guess, just shoot the ball. Just the fact that you are shooting with time makes you a better shooter. I know this is obvious, but the more that you train, the more you will become better. So if you really want to become a really good shooter, shoot the ball for hours, every day, non-stop for years, and you definitely will become a better shooter. But this is not all, because if it was, some old guy in his 17 years would be on the NBA shooting a 3-point percentage of 80 because he trained his shooting abilities for 16 years. We know that only shooting around doesn't work. You need to know your limits and work to improve them. But what this even means? Let's say that you want to shoot more 3-point shots, but you feel that your body doesn't have the strength to shoot the ball properly on the 3-point line. In this case, improving your shooting range would be the best option. So, shooting some close range shots like mid-range shots, and with timing, taking steps back to shoot far away from the rim. After a long period of time, you will be shooting 3-point shots with more ease. You need to remember to focus too. See, I can say a lot of things that I learned throughout my training sessions, but the most useful thing to you, a beginner, that I can give you is to focus when training. When you do that, you not only make more shots, but you also begin to notice the things that you need to do naturally to your shot goes in. Okay, this is one of the ways that you can become a better shooter. And what is the other? Well, the other way is to, instead of improve your shooting skills by shooting more for the sake of shooting the ball, and with time becoming a better shooter, instead of doing that, you try to fix your jump shot. But what is the jump shot? The jump shot is the natural way that you shoot the ball. That means that the way you shoot the ball right now is your jump shot. Another name that we can call the jump shot, it is your shooting form. The jump shot is like the base of a house. If you well develop and being solid, the house will be more easy to build, you will have less problems in the future. But if poor develop and being not solid, the building of the house will be far more difficult, but not impossible, and you will have more problems with the house on the future. So, Having a good or bad jump shot makes the difference in your shots going in or out. As a good jump shot helps you shots having more precision, power, and most importantly, consistency. But you can be asking, how do I improve and develop my jump shot? And the answer to this is to implement mechanics to your shooting form. But what is mechanics? Mechanics are intentional movements that you do when shooting the ball to have more consistency, precision, or power. I will give you a very simple example to you understand that. One common mechanic is to only use one arm. We all know about this one, right? When we only use one arm, even with losing a lot of power when shooting, we gain insane precision and consistency than we would have when shooting the ball with two hands, right? This is a mechanic. There are hundreds of mechanics in the internet and my channel too, so go check it out after this video, okay? And each one of them will help you something, and each one of them will help you in something in your shooting. It can be the power of your shot, it can be the precision, or really the consistency. But how do I do this? What are the steps that I need to do to implement a mechanic to my jump shot? One simple method that you can use and you can repeat how many times you want it is the 4-step method. The method consists of 4 simple steps: the learning phase, the implementing phase, the review phase, and repeat. In the first phase, you are going to learn a new mechanic. So grab a pencil and paper or write in any place. Choose something that you want to improve your jump shot and find a video that will show a mechanic that will help you on that. Learn how to do it and what are the other things that you find useful to learn about the mechanic. I made a lot of videos breaking down some mechanics, so you might want to check that out. In phase 2, you are going to implement a mechanic that you just finished learning to your own jump shot. You can be asking, how do I do that? Since you are focusing on implementing the mechanic and not only shooting reps, I recommend to start doing the movement very slow and close to the rim to understand the mechanic. Then shooting some free throws and mid-range shots to start getting the feeling of the mechanic into your shooting form. And the final thing is to try to engrave that mechanic on your shooting form for once for all with 3-point shots. Always remember to implement the mechanic until it's in your natural way of shooting. In other words, only stop training to implement the mechanic when you can shoot the ball with that mechanic without even thinking. In phase 3, you are going to review the mechanic. In other words, see if you really implement that in your jump shot or if you need to train a little bit more. And yes, recording in public can be a little embarrassing at first, but it's very worth to do as you can develop your jump shot much faster. So take your time, and if you see that you need to go back to phase 2 of implementation, go back. The more time that you spend develop that mechanic into your own jump shot, the better you will become as a shooter. In the final phase, here you are going to do all these steps again. Because being honest with you, just one mechanic will not help you enough to perfect your jump shot. But I can say for sure that with every mechanic that you implement, you will be a better shooter. So the limit of how good can your jump shot be and how good can you be shooting the ball is your choice. So in this video you learn a lot of things. Ways to become a better shooter, what is the jump shot, what is the mechanics, and the method that you can use to become a better shooter. But if you want to use this method right now and start your shooting journey, click on this video that's appearing on the screen right now, and you're going to learn one of the most powerful mechanics that is one of the most important reasons that Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. See you there.